Part 7.
Alright, we controlled the raptor, and that was all taken care of. But now what do we got?
Now we've got...
We destroyed those generators. So
Yes.
the microwave field's not there anymore.
So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to where we left that raptor and destroy it. Because it picked up a program that, for whatever reason, we couldn't pick up. Only the raptor itself has it. And so now we got to take out that raptor to get the program.
It's too powerful.
It is. It's too powerful for its
Sith
own
dictates
good.
that we have to get rid of it.
As far as everything goes, though, we're going to destroy him. Afterwards, we'll be heading off to the mountains. Our destination, our ultimate destination.
Alright. And what's it? Wait, what's in the mountain?
We're supposed to rendezvous with the weird-looking guy.
Oh.
They're not weird-looking, but I say he's weird-looking only because of the PS2 graphics.
Oh, okay. The PS2 graphic guy.
So now that the fuel generator is down, though, we can actually finally get through to in this area.
Through another hallway. I'm sure it's the same path, too.
It is. So then, come on.
I'm getting Dragon Age 2 flashbacks.
Well,
this game was early
the
PS2,
difference,
and
yeah.
I give it the slack, but it's still.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like with Dragon Age 2, they didn't try very hard. At least they just genuinely just redid the same areas. At least with this, it's supposed to be the same area. They just don't have many of them, so that's the reason for many backtracking. So now that we destroyed him, we have the anti-stealth module. Sorry, moving on.
Alright, let's get out. Now we have to go through this, we're going after the raptor with that we need that module to do it.
Now that we have that module, we could take out some hidden vectors, which should give us another key. Let's
Right.
We have destroyed a portal.
More ghost porters.
We have destroyed a portal.
And I like that thing because it's just like a generic shotgun. So now we have a
passcode
passcode for the gauntlet weapon, and now we're just gonna go up and in this direction. Just go.
Is that map helpful?
When looking for specific items like these, like little server areas and stuff like that, it is.
We have
okay.
the program.
So now we have the gauntlet weapon, one of my favorites. And unfortunately we don't get to see me use it in this part because I have no ammo for it. But later on when I collect some, you'll see me blasting everything with it.
I'm out. To the mountain.
Yeah, so we're going to pass this town zone because it's like, whatever, bro. We're going to go to the mountains. We're going to continue the story.
What's up? That facility. Genity's artificial intelligence.
I was going to say, what, are you going to speak about yourself in third?
There's no reason to go there now, but should the need arise, this is where it is located.
I see. So, that is your home?
Such an expression is not suitable.
Stop trying to
It is of no
make
use
it
to try to
personal.
personify
Yeah,
it.
no, that's what she's saying.
I see.
You keep trying.
Like I said, or not necessarily, I didn't say it, I alluded to it. Ada gets interesting. She's the only one that actually really evolves as a character throughout this game. Everybody else is just very bland and bleak throughout the entire game. Very one-dimensional, but
She's the only one continuing the plot, too.
yeah, she's the one that's continuing the plot. She's the one that actually multiplies her dimensions. I don't know. She gets a little more complicated for a robot.
Easily to win over that gigantic thing?
Certainly.
And if you guys could hear, her voice is getting all wigged out.
Enough of that. What the hell is happening to you?
There we go, right under Raptor, it says virus. And that is obviously not a raptor.
Damn you, Windows 7.
Windows 7, you mean...
Wait, Vista.
No,
Vista was the bad one.
No, 8 is actually the bad one. XP, though, had all of its security stuff dropped. So that one is more vulnerable to viruses now and stuff.
Here's the problem. Internet Explorer.
What?
Why do you use Internet Explorer?
What have you been searching?
Dear God, that is a lot of porn.
Oh my god. December 4th, closer to Christmas.
Oh, I know.
How dare you?
The laboratory where Ada was made is near here. If we go there,
How
we might
convenient.
find
She
something
told
like
us where she was created
A vaccine?
right before. Yeah, it's very generic. And
What, like this is a human sickness?
yeah, it gets a little fuzzy here. What really happens though is it's kind of like a restore point with your computer.
Ugh.
Yeah, it just restores her to a previous setting.
So this is the home of
At least
It seems there's a
my
lot of
hypothesis. They don't really explain it. All it is you pick up vaccine program, and then she.
Let it be. And
Yeah.
hey,
We see those guys later.
back here, you.
We have obtained the
But wait,
Nice.
she's still able to let us know.
Won't work.
Yeah, she still talks and stuff like that.
Is this also an effect of the virus?
Let's find
And you're
out
forced
what
to have
can be done.
one health point this whole time,
Ooh.
so you cannot get hit. And I cut all of them out, but I died in this part like 5 times because just trying to get to the specific area to get to the vaccine is a pain in the butt because you have all these guys blocking the way.
Destroying all these buildings, just trying to get the borders. I'm sorry, I have a virus.
I can't aim.
There we go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, and now I'm forced into combat.
I like that. This is Ada's home, huh? Set it on fire.
Burn it.
Oh boy. So you have to get all. You can't get hit.
At all.
You can do it.
So I'm using a lot of range combat because those javelins, they start using them a lot more, at least here. And I died on 2 occasions, or actually on one specific occasion where I killed him, but because he threw the javelin, gravity and all, the javelin killed me right after I killed the raptor. So then I died, and then it sucked, and everything was poopy.
Ugh. Poopy Jehudi.
Yes, poopy Jehudi.
He's glowing red now. Because is that because of low health?
It's because of the low
Or
health,
is it
yeah.
special? I thought it'd be cool if it was a special effect of the virus.
Now, unfortunately.
He's getting like the blue screen of death in the cockpit.
Yeah, apparently this whole
here
time,
we
yeah, apparently this whole time, Leo was piloting this thing on manual,
Can you do that?
while beforehand, it was like a co-pilot thing that Ada was helping him pilot with. So it's weird that the system itself, like the flying and stuff, wasn't affected by it at all. I guess they just weren't thinking about it. See, I will
Yeah.
begin controlling it. You know, she co-pilots it with him.
Normal now?
It is difficult for me to
That's why
answer
she's
that.
important.
If you are asking whether there is no
Back to
more
normal
difficulty
now.
with the virus,
Shut
the
up.
answer would be yes.
You're okay
It's
now.
yes. I
That's
used the
great.
vaccine.
I have already deleted the infected module.
Oh, thank God.
I am sorry for the trouble.
What did you say?
I
See,
repeat,
there's a
I
little
am
bit of
sorry
depth
for the
being
trouble.
added to her.
That's okay.
Let us continue.
Oh well, I guess Leo shot it in the back.
Yeah.
You were just like, oh look, some character, some
Damage
like
to the surroundings
interaction or
increases
development with
infected
Ada. She's like, I'm sorry, and then oh Leo, that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh okay, conversation
Yeah,
over.
just kind of like pushes it aside. And now that we're back to full health,
Colony damage increases
time to destroy
Time
you
to
all.
does what I does best.
Murder everything. I do love the combat, and that's why you'll see me go out of my way to fight guys.
We have ceased battle position. We
Well,
will
considering
hold
that the
battle
story is
position.
nothing to brag about, to write home about, you gotta
Nothing, not at all.
pull your enjoyment out of this game by beating them all up. Sweet.
We have shot down the enemy.
There's not that many sequences.
Damage
So now that
to
we
the
have the
surroundings
virus taken
increases
care of, we
infected
can
battle.
move our way to the pink-haired lady.
Yeah, we just keep pushing along. We won't see her till much later,
I
though.
wonder what she's doing
We
right
have
now.
shot down the enemy.
I guess recuperating,
Looking
preparing.
for us?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, she found us.
We have destroyed a portal.
She must be busy, I guess.
The other guy, the main bad guy from the second game, he's the one that took target Alpha, Anubis, and he was telling her that she has other things to take care of. I'm not quite sure what she is doing, though.
I guess the series never got big enough to host those spin-off titles.
Well, I mean, there was an anime,
Ah, is that what it covers?
so I actually don't know what the anime covers. Please, someone tell me.
Those of you who have watched it.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why I know there's an anime is because we were just at some random, like, kind of swap meet style store, that contained movies, anime, games. We were there specifically for the games. But I'm like, hey, look, Zone of the Enders anime. What?
Great. More of the story part. It better be nothing but the big robots. Or
This is-
big
this is-
robot. There's only one here so far. The rest of them are just
And this is me going, I'll just use the sniper rifle because of its auto-lock feature. Yay.
sweet.
I get a little experimental with the sniper rifle in a later stage, but this is me going, hey, I can probably shoot him from a distance.
Vector threat has been released.
Nice. Oh, look at that. PS1 map.
It's interesting though, because the button layout in this game is completely different from what we were used to in the PS1 days. Because in the PS1 days, the controller's buttons like X and circle and triangle and square all had like a default thing. Like X was supposed to mean cancel, circle was supposed to mean enter. I think it's square was supposed to bring up the map, but in this one it's the start button that brings up the map.
Does it not? It's
Which-
normal like
which-
hack and slash
yeah.
controls.
That was like
None?
when the controller was originally designed. That's what the controls were supposed to be for. That's why the buttons are there.
Oh, and you're playing the 360 version, right?
Yeah, I'm playing the 360 version. It's interesting because you see games like Final Fantasy VII try to do that, where Square would pull up the menu. Actually, most Final Fantasy games still do that, where that left button will pull up the menu instead of start for whatever reason. But you know, Square would pull up the menu, circle was the enter button, and X was the exit button. That always threw me off. So thank God there was an option to change the controls in Final Fantasy VII, because I just couldn't get used to it. I was like, you know what, X is my enter. I don't know what you're talking about.
Leo, we've got to go and help
This
them.
thing, we entered Jehudi, he had the bare bones set of modules.
Yeah, that's
For
why
what reason?
it was going over a system overhaul, apparently. It's just an excuse, really, to just start with a clean slate, I guess, and, you know, have that level progression and stuff. All that good stuff. So we're going to take care of this SOS mission, because if this shaft blows...
Boom.
No, if the shaft blows, then the colony goes. And that can't happen, because we are still on the colony. Don't want to die.
Oh noes. They're approaching it fairly fast.
Yeah, so they're...
Attack the squadron approaching the colony shaft.
Stop talking to me. Hold on. There's survivors hanging out in the pillars.
I don't think so.
Sorry,
Sorry, I was
from destroying the shaft. We'll do battle under the shaft.
Well,
There's
it
one
worked.
thing I like, it's collateral damage.
It worked. The only thing was I backed out from under here earlier, and as collateral, the shaft gets blown up because one of the guys was stuck underneath it. And so it was the AI in this one isn't that smart until level 5, 6, and so it just keeps on running into the wall until finally it attacks the wall and blows it up.
Okay, I was looking at it wrong. Survivors aren't just survivors; they're the actual supports of
Yeah.
the shaft. Stop hanging out near these things.
We have obtained the passcode.
Sweet, a passcode.
We have shot down the enemy. Colony shaft is damaged. I can confirm there is more damage. We have shot
Destroy
down
half the
enemy.
colony to save the colony.
Why not?
Those guys are screwed, but we're fine. We did it!
Accomplished. I will report damage to neighboring areas from this battle.
Something worth mentioning, we did pick up a passcode during that fight, so we're going to redeem it before we go.
Sweet.
And Geyser is, if I remember correctly, we were using that move when we were still fighting with the Raptor, where you throw the little mines and they shoot out lasers from the ground. And we will be seeing these later. And so I'm just pulling up the menu to go, hey look, it's right behind me.
Convenience.
We have obtained the program.
And then we're going to be heading out of here, guys. So we'll be seeing you guys next time in part 8 of Kirby, and stay tuned to Kirby. God, wait, 8 of Zone.